Do I need to turn off the stream for this? Yeah.
No, you don't have to turn off stream, you're chilling. But a paper and pen would help, or like if you ever want to make notes, I don't know how you memorize things. If you memorize things by me just telling you and us talking about it,
Of
or if you
course.
write it down, whatever I can send you it after. It'll only take like 10, 20 minutes. I'm going to take 2 games. I'm going to try and describe to you the structure of what I want from you and how you build consistency in being a fucking good jungler every game. Okay?
Okay.
And that means that you're always useful. You're always like at the right position, or you're never behind, right? Like the key of consistency is either you're even or ahead, right? So you don't always have to win your matchup, but you always being useful and not down 2 levels or being invaded on and losing shit or cheesed so you're behind is really important. So I'm not telling you to watch a specific jungler. I've made the minimap really big and I'm going to show you like what each jungler is doing to make sure that they're strong and they're always useful, right? Now, some of this stuff you might know, but I just need you to like think through the structure and I'll simplify it later on. So the first thing is level 1. Canyon pulls his mid laner to ward enemy blue, so he knows where Vi starts. Now, Oner will call his mid laner to ward the enemy raptors. Both junglers now know where enemy jungle starts. I don't want you to ever start a game where you don't know where the enemy jungler starts. And you're like, I think he's pathing topside. I want you to have a ward on a camp so you can at least guess or guesstimate where he's starting. Yeah? So level 1 ward, always. Call your mid laner to do it if they can. If they can't, you do it. Can your bot lane ward blue? Can your top lane ward their fucking red? Anything. I just need you to have a ward. Because now Canyon knows that enemy jungle started bot side. And Vi knows that Wukong's batting the top. They both pinged each other. They know exactly what's going on. And the second Canyon is patting the top, we'll take Canyon first. And he's clearing his top camps. He's saying, maybe top grab's a bit hard to fight. They have mid push. And he's fogging. He already, when he's doing raptors here, you might see it, he pings bot crab on the way. He already knows, yeah, maybe top crab's kind of hard to fight. Owners, Vi's patting top. I'll just trade. All good. So what happens? Vi's top. He gets crab. And both junglers press base. Both of them are even. Neither one's behind. Wukong didn't try and flip a fight on crab. He didn't even try to think about crab. His brain is already telling him 30 seconds ago he's going to bot crab no matter what. Because he knows Vi will be on top crab. And sometimes you can play the mind game of like, if I'm Vi, I have mid push. Maybe he's going to go to bot crab. I'll try to match him with bot push. Yeah, Vi could easily do that. Vi could gamble and go to bot crab here and try and fight Wukong away. If he gambles that Wukong doesn't come here, don't have to overthink it. You can just take a free crab if he wants. Fine, he's spotted. Yeah? So the first clear is about where can I get my first crab? How can I not get cheesed and fucking invaded? So I need to ward level 1. And where are my prios so I can be like safe in the game? Yeah? After that, it's a base. Both sides will base. Normally, you drop a ward on Raptors or you drop a ward here. Both sides will like drop a ward where they're recoiling. I think this is probably Wukong's ward, right? Drop a ward on base, yeah? So you got your crab. You know where he started. You're safe. And you warded him based. Boom. Both do the same thing. They're both fucking good junglers. They're world class. They'll do the same thing. They'll match each other always. Now, this is where the game always breaks in early, yeah? In pro play. When enemy jungle is spotted. Boom. Vi's question mark pinging his wolves. He knows he's there. And Vi showing. Why is she showing? Because Vot's volatile. So obviously someone said in bot, we need you to cover us for a push out. Cool. She gets called. She's here to cover the push out. So then Wukong's called. Hey, they're trying to push out bot. We shouldn't let them push out bot. So something's happened on the map, right? The map is now changed. You're not full clearing anymore. Both junglers are being called. And both junglers will arrive on that spot to stop the push out. Obviously, Vi is saying, that guy's pretty strong. I can't stop it. Sucks. Yeah. And like the way the play works out here is now Vi just wants to clear camps, but I think what he should have done here is covered bot because they get dove. But he's trying to cover bot, but he's too late. So he says, fuck it, I'll do Raptors and gank mid. But mid's volatile. So the early game is full clearing into crab, into making sure you know where enemy jungler is. The second clear is likely there's volatility and you're going to get sucked to that volatility and break your full clear, yeah? If there's a game where there's no volatility, you'll full clear on cooldown. That's fine. But if there's ever volatility and you're called for pushouts, that means something will happen. There's always something that'll happen. 2 things will happen the second Vi shows here. Yeah? Number 1, Wukong full clears the top and can invade his top camps. But you get a bot pushout. Number 2 is Wukong can be here. So his second owner walks up like this. He knows Wukong could be here or he's clearing the top. I don't know. I'll check. I'll put a ward. I'll hover around. Oh, Wukong spot. He's not clearing the top. We can't do the push out. Yeah. But if he doesn't check, he has no fucking idea. He has no idea where Wukong is, but he has to check. So the game of information is so important in knowing what the next plan is. Yeah. So step 1, push out. Step 2, where is enemy jungle? Step 3, what's our conclusion? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If he doesn't have step 2, and he just walks up here, puts a ward, walks behind him, and charges his Q, there's a chance he's queuing into a Wukong. Yeah, if you're this Vi and you're like, oh yeah, we can push this out. I'll just come around and Q onto the Jhin. Jhin flashes your Q, Wukong comes. I don't know where the fuck Wukong is. He's in lane or something. You're dead. But the most important thing is he knows where Wukong is, right? So you have the information. So that's the 3 steps of like the second clear. And I'll show you another game as well. He makes a play, whatever it is. After your second clear, and something I actually want you to remember, this pink ward. Yeah, he put a pink on Drake as he left over this wall. You're gonna see that the enemy jungler on the next game in game 2, after his full clear on blue side, he's gonna pink Drake as well. Really important. So every action has an opposite reaction. Yeah, you always have to make sure that you do something, they will do something, and I want you to do that something. So like here, for example, Vi says, "Oh, Wukong killed my Annie. I will do Drake here. Why? Because he has bot push. And where's Wukong's respawn? Top side. So Wukong has to go top, or he has to base and go top. So Drake is free. I'll take a free Drake. And you can see Wukong spinning enemy wolves. He's probably on wolves. He's not. He does Drake. Okay, great. Enemy jungler just finished Drake. Cool. They know exactly where he is. He's probably going to be on his top camps. So after the first 2 or 3 clears, now it's not about jungle anymore. It's about team game. So what you'll see is when objectives spawn, jungle support are always together. So you can imagine the game in 3 stages, right? You have early, mid, late. But the early game is you being even or ahead and volatility. The second stage is the mid game-ish, where after you're like 3 or 4 clears of just chilling and doing the first Drake or the first grubs, now the game, when the Orianna goes on side lane, is really about jungle support, and you'll see it. Orianna's on side, Wukong does his clear, and now this is where you and Reckless can make plays together. You're going to hover on his side lane, you're going to dive him, you're going to base together after that, then you're going to go to another side together, then you're going to ward that side. You know, once you've done your first 8 minutes of gameplay, this is what the game will look like. You know, you're hovering on your support side, and wherever your support wants to go, you'll go. For example, you do your bot play, you do your top camps, your support bases, he meets you on the same side, you do a bot play, you know, shit like that is what the game will turn into. But the first 8 minutes you're by yourself, and I just want you to be strong and even.
Yeah.
Then the third stage of gameplay that I always want to think about is, what is my job? And when I say that, I mean, you're Wukong here, and you're in the mid to late game area. You've gone from doing your early game consistency to doing your jungle support plays to now you're doing team fights, and it's like 5v5. You know, it's not 3v3 anymore. First you started 1v1, then you went to 3v3, now you're 5v5. Now you always have to think about, how do I fight? What's my champ? You know, like he's playing Wukong. This is where your creativity comes in. Can I find pockets? You know, if he's playing Wukong, maybe he doesn't want to walk up. Maybe he wants to go down here, you know, and flank on Wukong. I can flank. Maybe if he's playing Vi, he wants to be charging his Q with Annie next to him and Q flash on someone and ult. You know, what's my role in the fight? How do I adapt to what I want to do and what my team wants to do? So those are like the 3 layers that I want you to do. And in the third one, I want you to be more creative. You know, I want you to find like cheeky flanks with pinks or sweepers. I want you to find like, I don't know, if you're playing Nocturne, you know, you can ult and finish Drake, or you can ult and call for an Orianna combo on their AD carry with no flash. Or I want you to wrap around the Dragon Pit. Just go crazy. Be as creative as you want. But the early game can be simple. The mid game, you follow what the team wants to do and what you want to do and support wants to do. And the mid to late game, you get creative with where your positioning is or finding picks. Yeah,
Please show me that fight. I really wanna see.
it's just a 5-man Bardolt, so it's instantly
I
GG.
wanna see what Wukong did. Did he
I mean,
flash
Wukong
into
here is
ult
like
or did he just wait? Yeah, flash ult. Yeah.
GG, crazy fight. And you'll notice this trend like happens every single time I show you any example. It's literal mirrors until someone breaks the sequence by showing or by making a play, right? And if I just show you full vision, it's the same thing. What the post jungler's going to do, they're going to ward level 1. Why are they going to ward level 1? Because they want to know where they're pathing. So you can see here, they're contesting wards. Victor wards his Raptors. He wards here for a cheese. Doesn't know where he starts, probably because their level 1's really weak, right? He doesn't actually know. Oh, never mind, Rise warded here. So they actually even know level 1 where they're starting, even though they're weaker. Both junglers do their thing. They're going to both full clear unless someone is calling something or something really volatile happens, which I'm sure you know, but nothing volatile happens in this case. They're both going to get their crab because they both know where each other's pathing, and then they're both going to put their ward and they're both going to press B. The level 1 to 4 is just that,
It's
and
always
that
the same.
stops it. It's always the same. There's no crazy invades. Sometimes, you know, you'll do a Jarvan red buff into an EQ into a Grom fight. Sometimes you'll have to get creative if they start to cheese you. But the 1-4, and look exactly what Trundle's doing from base.
Hmm.
It's not the same player. Pinking Drake on blue side. Why is that good? Because then if you know he's on Drake, you can A, cross from here to here in time because it's not fast enough because it's too early in the game. Or B, you can take his camps. And him killing that pink is going to give away too much information. It's going to take forever.
Yeah.
But again, no one's broken the sequence yet. So both champions are doing the same thing. They're both just mismatch clearing each other. And in terms of jungle gameplay, nothing's broken. They're both doing the same thing. No volatility in this game. But here is where the volatility comes in. Why? Because the first person does something. Boom. Enemy jungle's top. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a Drake. I take Drake. And because Trundle's on Drake, and since I know that, have to make a play top no matter what. Trundle is no way is he going to base and go top in time, so I have to do something. So he'll take Drake. Easy. Top lane gets dove. Sure. Checks for bot camps. Nothing. And now he has to go back to clearing. And the sequence is the exact same of where they were doing their clear. It is literally the exact same position. They're on the same camps. Doing the same thing. And that's all I want to think about for early game in terms of like consistency. When someone does a play, I want you to do something about that play. You know, like when Trundle's trying to sneak these grubs, I want you to fuck that Trundle up, push him off, and then try and invade his camp. You know, I want every action for them to do for a response from you. But I also want every time they do an action, response from you, every time you do an action, they're going to do something to you as well. You know, when you're playing Trundle and you're with Kai'Sa and, you know, you're basing for your Krugs on the full weak side, they're not up. They're gone. You dove top, you're not getting your bot side. It's gone. Go back top side, go get his camps, you know. Your sequence is fucked. So that's all I want to think about for early game. If you're happy with that. That's all I want to run you through. And then the rest of it, I can show you on any position on the map. The rest of it is just what side are you playing to, how are you playing to that side, and where's your support? And can you team up with them and open the same side together? If you're ever in doubt on which side to play to, you can see Canyon's like, oh, maybe we can fight Herald, go top side. His support's clicking bot. No, I guess we're not going fighting Herald because you're clicking bot. I'll click bot too. And I'll sweep these wards and put wards down with you. And we'll stand together. And we'll stand together next to our carries until our carries want to fight, and we'll fight. And that's just the job of like a jungler sometimes. If you're playing Trundle, Jarvan, Sedge, Maokai, you're a dog. That Grump, it doesn't matter. Let it fucking die to rise. That's not your Grump anymore. You get your first item in Ruby Crystals and you stand next to them no matter what, so they can't get engaged on.
That's sad.
Yeah, and that's your job. And then after every fight of whatever they want to fight, I can show you from anyone's perspective. Since I will base and he'll open on Thresh's side. And Trundle will base and open on Alish's side. If you're ever unsure what side to open to the side of the objective that you want to fight or to the side that your support's running to. But anyway, I've kind of made it like a simple checklist. I can send it to you. And as soon as that checklist is done, you'll always be in a consistent spot and you'll always be in a good spot. You find where you start, you get your crap, you only overstay if there's a free play. You make sure you know no matter what you do, they'll do something. No matter what they do, you'll do something. And in the mid game, you're always where the support side is and clearing to that side. In the late game, you're always talking about how you want to team fight. And some of that stuff you might already know, but if you just keep that skeleton in games, you will always be even or ahead. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Your consistency's got a lot better. But I think once you just make sure that's injected in your head, because I mean, these players have played for what, 10 years or something, or maybe like 7 years nonstop in tier 1. So for them, it's a complete autopilot. They don't even have to think; they just do it.
Yeah.
And the more you think, the more the autopilot will come to you.
Yeah.
And then the games will be much happier. Yeah.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah.
Actually. Okay, great. Lovely. And yeah, don't really think about this in solo queue. Just go pick Talon and fucking flash on someone and one-shot them.
Deal.
All right. Good luck in your games.
Thank you. This was very good.
Lovely.
Talk to you tomorrow then, okay?
See you tomorrow.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.